you. Okay, Knuckle Knees, time for more quick quizzing with...
Draw what you hear and shout out when you know what you've drawn.
Peel back your ears, Pickle Pumps. You're gonna need them. You're gonna draw an item from the instructions I give you. All you gotta do to score a point is buzz in when you think you know what that item is.
So you gotta be quick on the draw.
If you buzz and get it wrong, just keep on drawing and guessing. At the end of the round, the 2 lowest scoring scribblers are out of the game, so don't mess up.
You're making me nervous.
So?
I get hungry when I'm nervous.
So?
Ow.
You have as long as it takes for Cliff Tennis Ball.
Hi.
To fill up the skeleton crew's sockets with tennis balls. Hey, like, what's he talking about, T? Oh. And we're off. Okay, draw a big, long, curvy S all the way down your page. Now go back to the top and draw another curvy S alongside the first. At the top end, join the 2 S's with a circle in between. Nebby!
Is it a designer evening gown?
No. Okay, now draw a smaller circle right on top of the first one. Then 3 more smaller circles on top of them, like a little rattle. Chanel.
A stand with a vase on it.
No, it's not, but I love the style you've got going on. Joella, what do you say?
Snake?
I need more.
Rattlesnake.
It is a rattlesnake! Okay, first point to you. Next, draw a nice sausage shape across your page.
Oh, yeah. Sausage? Can I have some more paper, please?
No, you can't. Okay, moving on. Draw a thin triangle on top of it in the middle. Then, underneath the sausage shape, add another thin triangle in the middle. Put some circles all along the sausage for the passengers to look out of. Nebby!
Oh, I know this. It's an airplane.
1 mark for accuracy, no marks for ability. Next, draw a large semicircle with a flat side down, then attach a full circle to one side. In the bottom half of the circle, draw a V and put a little round nose on the bottom of it. Chanel.
A pig. A cow.
No and no. Draw 2 large circles as ears on top of the first circle. Put some short little whiskers coming out either side of the V. Joella.
Is it a rabbit?
No! Above the V-shaped nose, put some eyes to look for cheese. Chanel.
Mouse.
Yo, you're right on the nose. It is a mouse. 1 point to you, Chanel. Now, draw a circle and inside it, draw a swirly-whirly line going all the way from the outside to the center. Underneath the circle, draw a long sausage shape that points up at one end.
Yum, sausages.
On the end, pointing up, draw 2 little stalks and put 2 little circles on the end. Nebby again.
Oh my gosh, it's one of the shells with the slug in. What's it called? Oh, it's snail.
Correct! It's 2 to Nebby and 1 each to Joella and Chanel. Next, draw a large egg shape on its side. Bradzilla.
An egg on its side.
No, let me finish. On the egg's right-hand side, put a long, thin rectangle with a circle at the end like a tail. Now draw a capital letter T on top of the egg, but with a very short stem going down and a really long bit going across the top. Sounds like Cliff's almost done. Now draw 2 little lines coming out the bottom corners of the egg, then put a long rail joining them both up. Yes, Chanel.
Is it a helicopter?
Yes, well done. It is a helicopter. And your drawing's pretty good, too.
Chanel Van Gogh.
Next, draw a circle with a triangle face down. Then put a...
Hey, man, who put out the lights, Badoo?
Uh-oh, sounds like we're out of time.
Everything gone yellow, Badoo.
So that's the end of the game.
Draw what you hear and shout out when you know what you've drawn.
So there you go. The title says it all. I'm going to read out some instructions. All you have to do is draw what I tell you. When you think you know what I'm getting you to draw, bash that buzzer, show us your pad, and shout out the answer. Got that?
So, like, this is drawing.
You got a problem with that?
Well, like, only in the fact that I ain't got no arms to draw with.
Ah, too bad for T-Bone.
Each correct guess gets a point. If you buzz and get it wrong, just keep drawing until you think of another guess. At the end of this round, the 2 lowest scoring players get booted out of town.
peeking either.
Pens at the ready.
Yeah, rub it in, why don't ya?
You have until Tony's granny gets her helmet off. Go! Draw a triangle near the top of the page. Hey, Malak, quick, hope you can do your own doodly drawing, innit? Draw a line from the top of the triangle down through the middle and out the bottom. Attached to the bottom of that line, draw a long rectangle. Inside the rectangle, draw 3 little circles. I know. Okay, let's see all your pictures. It's like a boat, innit? Well done, Scabs. That's 1 point for you.
I thought it had to be an animal.
Next, draw a slightly squashed circle with a long sausage shape sticking up from the right corner. At the top end of the sausage shape, add a beady eye and draw a beak on the end. No one's peeking, are they? Above the beak, draw 2 curvy M's and 1 curvy M below the beak. On the other side of the circle to the neck and head, add some nice tail feathers. Amir, let's see your pictures.
Is it a chicken? A chicken.
Well, you've drawn a tiny, freaky rat-bird type thing, but we'll accept chicken. Okay, next, draw a big half circle at the top of the page. Now put lots of curvy M's along the page to join the half circle. Below that, draw a little man. Scabs, what do you reckon you're drawing? Is it like a parachutist, innit? Yes, yes, it is. Well done. Next, on the left side of your paper, draw a big capital C. Then leave a gap beside it and draw a backwards capital C. In the middle of the gap, going down to the bottom of the page, draw a long rectangle. Now I want you to put a pair of eyes at the top of the rectangle. Amir.
Is it a butterfly?
No! At the bottom of both C shapes, draw 2 tusks pointing downwards. What do you say, Amir?
Is it an elephant's head?
Right! Well done, Fuzzy Feet. Okay, next. Draw a line along the bottom for the ground. Now, out of the ground, draw a long pointy tube pointing upwards. Draw lines across the tube all the way up the trunk. At the top of it, draw heaps of big crescent moon-shaped leaves sprouting out the end. Bashir, what have you been drawing?
Is it a palm tree?
Great work, Bashir! It is a palm tree. Next, you have to... Oh, and that's the game over. Oh, with...
Draw what you hear and shout out when you know what you've drawn.
Okay, it's a long title for a short and simple game. I'm gonna read out some directions. All you do is draw what I tell you. When you think you know what I'm getting you to draw, just bash that buzzer. Show us your pad and shout out the answer. Got that?
Come on, hurry up. I got to take a nap soon.
Shush! Okay, each correct guess gets a point. If you buzz and get it wrong, just keep drawing until you think of another guess. The 2 top scorers go through. The 2 lowest scorers go home.
So long, suckers.
You have as long as it takes for Santa's reindeer and temporary new sleigh pullers to deliver prezzies to everyone in the audience.
You know, this seems a lot like cruelty to animals.
Quick draw. In the bottom half of the page, draw a square. Ew! Above the square, draw a large round light bulb shape. Draw 2 lines coming up from the square. Gervais, what do you say? Way off the mark, buddy. Keep on scribbling. Now draw a little stick man poking out of the top of the square. Gervais again.
Hot air balloon.
It is a hot air balloon. Let's have a look at your wonderful drawing. Oh, great. And moving on. In the middle of the page, draw a small beak sat in the middle of a big, blobby, round head. Now put 2 little eyes above the beak. Gervais.
Duck.
What? It's nothing like it.
No, he means duck.
Oh, look out below!
Phew, thanks, Gervais. Right, back to your pads. Okay, underneath the head, draw 8 squiggly tentacles. Now draw lots of little suckers on the occiput of tentacles. Gervais, let's see what you got.
Octopus.
Bang on, Gervais. It is a an octopus. My glasses must be broken, though, because that looks nothing like an octopus. Come on, the rest of you. He's making you look stupid. Next, draw a big circle and put a small triangle pointing down in the middle of it. At the bottom of the triangle, draw 2 circles next to each other, and then 2 straight lines somewhere above the triangle. Next, draw some dots inside the circles, then draw some straight lines coming out of the circles. And now draw 2 more triangles coming out of the top of the big circle. Then draw swirled lines all around the outside of the big circle. And finally, draw some angry eyes and some sharp teeth for hunting with. Uncle Sprinkly, what do you say?
I know this guy. It is a lion named Delmar from Bolivia.
He's not called Delmar, but it is a lion, so 1 point to you. Okay, time's running out, and it looks like Stankley and Gervais are gonna go through. Next, draw a big round circle in the middle of the page, then draw lines crisscrossing like a chessboard inside the circle. Now put a tiny little triangle at the bottom of the circle. Stankley!
It's an Amazonian sorbet.
I don't even know what that is, but it's wrong. Keep on scribbling. Okay, draw 4 chunky sausage shapes coming out from the 4 corners of the circle. Draw a bigger sausage coming out of the top of the circle. Now put 2 tiny circles next to each other at the top end of the bigger sausage. Yes, Eben!
Turtle.
Too cool for school! It is a turtle! Come on, Eben! All right, start off with a circle near the top of the page, then put a smaller circle in the bottom half of the first circle. Now draw a black spot inside the smaller circle, making it quite near the top. Santa!
Not now, elves. Is it a snowman?
No, it is not a snowman. Keep scribbling. Now draw a line from left to right across the smaller circle. Now draw a 3rd circle below the big circle, making it look like a body. Now add 2 little round ears on the outside of the top circle and Eben.
Teddy bear.
Judging by your picture, you must have had some pretty crummy teddy bears, but you're right, it is a teddy bear.
That's what I think.
Next up, you should...
All done, dudes!
Well, that's game over.
Draw what you hear and shout out when you know what you've drawn!
8 men? Won't they find the show a little too sophisticated?
Absolutely!
Okay, how are we all doing? Have you enjoyed the questions so far?
Well, I like the biggest ones because, you know, how you say burgers, it sounds like bogies.
Right. Let me run through the rules. I'm going to read out some instructions for you to follow. Just draw exactly what I tell you, then bash your buzzer when you think you know what it is you're drawing. Each correct guess gets a point. If you buzz and get it wrong, just keep drawing until you think of another guess. The 2 top scorers go through, but the lowest scorer goes straight home.
If we can get home.
You have as long as it takes, You got until that giant salivating T-Rex and all his friends realize we're here and decide to come eat us all. And don't forget to play along at home and see if you can guess what they're drawing.
I got my eye on the dinosaurs.
Then we're off. Draw a big square. Prof.
It's a television.
No, it ain't. Inside the big square near the top, draw 2 smaller squares. Oh, Livy's put the cap on the pen. Now that's confidence. What do you say, Livy?
Is it a house?
Yes, it is a house. Well done, Livy. 1 point to you. Next, start off with a big round circle. Draw 2 pointy triangles sticking up from the top of the circle. Stephanie.
Is it a cat?
Nope. Now add 2 little rectangles sticking down from the circle's bottom corners. Draw a much smaller circle in the middle of the first. Livy, let's see what you got.
Is it a pig?
Good work. 1 point to you. They seen us yet, Earl?
Nope. Stupid dinosaurs!
Okay, draw a circle. On one side of the circle, draw a triangle with only 1 point touching the circle. On the other side of the circle, draw a mouth and an eye. Yes, Professor.
Is it a work of abstract art by the painter Picasso?
Picasso! So? No. Stephanie.
Is it a fish?
Yes, it is a fish. 1 point to you. Okay, next, draw a circle.
Another circle. Oh, how very original.
Thank you. In the middle of it, draw a small downwards pointing triangle.
It's a cat. Trust me, it is a cat.
What do you say, Livy?
Is there a cat?
Nope.
Ha, ha, ha. The prize will be mine, I tell you, mine.
Draw a big curly W shape under the triangle with 2 large buck's teeth sticking out of the bottom. Prof.
It is a Arctelagus caniculus.
A what?
A rabbit in knee-high, no hopper.
Oh, well then, that's correct. And it's 2 points to Livy, 1 each to Prof and Steffi. Next, draw a long straight line up from the bottom of the page. At the very top of the line, draw a big circle. Then draw teardrop shapes coming off the circle all the way around it. Draw some leaves at the bottom of the long stem line. Stephanie.
Is it a flower?
You got it! 1 point to you! How we doing, Earl?
Over here, you big dumb lizard!
Earl, what are you doing?
Sorry.
All right, pen's ready, everybody. Draw a circle. Put some beady little eyes on the circle and some nasty fangs below them. Then a long, sharply bent leg on each side of the body. Anyone? No? Okay. Add another 2 legs. Steffi.
Is it a spider?
It is a spider. Super sketching, Steffi.
Round's over, Chad. I don't know how, but they've spotted us.
Well, that's it. Pens and pads down. Noodle knees, it's time for...
Draw what you hear and shout out when you know what you've drawn.
Okay, I'm gonna give you instructions on what to draw. All you gotta do is figure out what I'm getting you to draw. Just buzz in when you think you know the answer.
Modern art at last from culture.
Stop doing that with your mouth.
Doing what?
Talking. Now remember, the 2 lowest scoring contestants go out. And feel free to play along at home. You have until Tony manages to make some cheese for the rats by, what you doing, Tony?
I gotta churn up these cows to make some cheese. Get over here. I'm gonna separate your curds and weigh.
So off we go. Draw a long triangle with the point pointing down. Inside the triangle, draw lots of diagonal lines going from one side of the triangle to the other. Now draw some more diagonal lines going in the other direction, making a crisscross pattern. Draw 2 circles on top of the big Bran.
Ice cream.
That's the right answer, Bran.
Keeps on going like that. Knocking it back.
Going like a what? I'm stretching my neck.
Right, pipe down, Trouble. Next question. Draw a semicircle with the flat side at the bottom. Now draw a small of the semicircle. Draw a C shape attached to the left side of the semicircle. Now draw a slightly bigger C shape around the one you've just drawn. On the other side of the semicircle, draw a spout. Day-Day.
Is it a cattle?
Correct! Draw a big letter U. Inside the U, near the bottom, put 2 small dots. Lid face! Hey, don't talk with your mouth full, Lid face. I can't understand a word you're saying. Okay, inside the U, near the top, draw 2 bigger dots. Draw a ring going through the 2 small dots at the bottom of the U. Now draw an ear attached to the outside of the U at the top on the left. Write it!
A cow!
You're right! Moving on, Ditsy Dips, draw a big circle. Now draw a small circle on top of the big circle. Now inside the small circle, draw 2 dots. Below the dots, draw a long thin triangle with the point pointing downwards. Okay, now draw a little hat on top of the small circle shape. Draw 2 stick arms coming out of the side of the big circle and some buttons up the middle. Day-Day.
Is it a snowman?
It is a snowman. Let's do the next doodle. Okay, draw a large egg shape. Inside the egg shape, draw a smaller egg shape at the bottom. Inside the top of the big egg shape, draw 2 little dots. Brad. Incorrect. Still talking rubbish, I see. Okay, below these dots, draw a small triangle with the point pointing downwards. Day-Day.
I thought it was an alien.
No, it's not an alien. Carry on. Draw a small wing attached to the left side of the big egg shape. Now draw another small wing in the same position on the right. Hey, that's not for recycling! Moving on. Draw 2 little flippers attached to the bottom of the big egg shape. Royden.
A cat?
Not everything is a cat, Royden. Draw a fish for it to eat. Fran.
Penguin.
Correct! Not long now. Next question. Draw a very tall, very thin oval shape. Draw 2 short lines sticking out of the top of the oval shape. Day-Day.
Is it a wasp?
No, it's not a wasp. Draw 2 small circles attached to the end of the 2 lines. Fran.
Slug.
Incorrect. Now draw a large capital B attached to the right side of the oval. Fran.
Butterfly.
Correct. And I think that's the... Yep, looks like that's the end of the round, Earl.
And the end of the studio, too. Draw what you hear and shout out when you know what you've drawn.
I am Tufgar, the unsightly, but who are you?
Me? Oh, you know me. I'm Chud. Chud, the,
Smelly.
Who?
Chud the Smelly.
Yes, I am Chud the Smelly. Ha, ha. And this is the mighty Viking...
Earl?
Yeah, Earl. Yeah, that's him.
So, how do they play?
Well, all you gotta do is draw exactly what I tell you. When you think you know what it is that you're drawing, you just buzz in and you yell it out.
It's awesome fun times. I mean, yeah.
Yes, okay, Chud the Smelly, and Earl. We, the most outrageous and deranged of all the Vikings, will celebrate by watching a quiz round of Draw What You Hear and...
Shout out when you know what you've drawn.
Yes, of course. Begin!
I'm deaf, help!
I read lips.
Oh, phew. Okay, Soggy Shoes, let's see who can do the doodle.
I can draw a stick person.
I'll bet that's a beautiful stick person, Gracie.
But this vessel is truly unfit to host such a celebration as here shout when draw no when ow.
It's close enough.
Also, we must redecorate our boat in a color that represents our outrageous lifestyle.
Pink.
No.
Purple.
Violet.
Yes, yes, let's paint it. Violin.
Violet.
Yeah, the soothing tone of violin. Berserker.
MC Viking has the gift for the interior decor.
Okay, let's just get on with the game, shall we, folks? You have as long as it takes him to destroy his own boat.
Could anybody show him something violet, please?
Here we go. Draw a circle with a straight line down the middle. Okay, now draw a black blob at one end of the line. Stilly.
It's an M1 Abrams tank.
No, it's not. Inside the circle, draw 6 large black dots, 3 on each side of the line. Gracie.
Is it a ladybird?
Nice work, Gracie. It is a ladybird. Let's see all those pictures. All right. Nice interpretation, Stelly. Next doodle to do. Here we go. Draw a big circle and a slightly smaller circle inside it. In the middle of the smaller circle, draw a dot. Scad?
Is that a beautiful angel called Gracie?
Is he right, Gracie?
No.
You're right, he's wrong. So, starting at the dot, draw an arrow. Now draw another, slightly shorter arrow, also Gracie. Gracie?
Drop.
Correct! Next question. Draw a rectangle at the bottom of the page. Now draw 2 lines across the middle of the rectangle, from left to right. Stelly.
A missile!
No, scat.
Do you like my sketch of the most wonderful girl in the world?
Interesting.
She's lost the plot. Okay, inside the rectangle at the top, draw lots of W's in a row, making a wavy line. Now take the shape you've drawn and draw another version of it on top of it. Exactly the same, but slightly smaller. Now on top of this, draw another version of the same shape, even slightly smaller than the last one. Gracie.
A wedding cake.
It's right! Next question. Draw a crescent moon shape and cut that out, Gracie.
Does that really make me look older?
Nope, just stupider. Now color both ends of the crescent moon black. Inside the moon shape, draw a curved line. Shaz.
Is that a banana?
Correct, it is a banana. Nibs down for the next one. Draw a long, thin rugby ball shape. Now draw a big triangle with the pointy end attached to the end of the ball. What do you think, Gracie? Gracie?
An ice cream.
It's not an ice cream. Okay, draw another smaller triangle sticking out of the top of the ball shape in the middle. Shout it, Shaz.
Is that a shark?
It is a shark. And let's move on up. Because we're about to sink on down. Next question. Draw an egg shape and 5 diagonal lines inside. Then draw 5 diagonal lines in the other direction, forming a crisscross pattern. Then put lots... Yes, Stelly.
It's a hand grenade!
Calm down, Stelly. It's not a hand grenade, but I think... Yep, it's the end of the round!
Draw what you hear and shout out when you know what you've drawn.
So if you've got your pens and your papers, all you got to do is listen to what I say and then draw what you hear and then shout it out when you know what you're drawing, all right?
Yeah.
You got until the sculpture is finished, OK? So, ready, here we go. Draw a wide oval shape, right? It's like a ball, but flattened. Inside the oval shape, draw 3 thick black lines going from the top to the bottom, yeah? And then draw a black pointed triangle sticking out of the right side of the oval. Draw 2 semicircles attached to the top side of the oval. Got it? Got it? Okay. Inside the oval, draw an eye on the left side. Oh, there's a buzzer. Have a guess, Jess.
Is it a bee?
That's correct. Jess got it right. You got points. Next question. Right, draw a small circle. Draw another circle the same size, joining onto the first one.
Bzz, buzzer me, a bowl of Venusian eyeballs.
No, sir. It's just the contestants who are supposed to answer, sir.
Ah, juicy ocular snacks. Which do you prefer? Nasty, slimy Arcturian snails or healthy, sweet Venusian eyeballs?
Snails.
What?
No one's got it yet, so we got to keep playing. Draw some more circles the same size until you have lots of circles, making the shape of a triangle with the point pointing downwards, like an upside down kind of thing. Draw a tall, narrow rectangle coming out of the top edge of this triangle and a little bit taller than one of the circles. Yes! Fiddlehead, what is it?
Great Scott! Here's a diagram showing the damage being done to the moon by all this carving.
Well, that's very, very good answer, but it's completely wrong. Sorry, Chloe.
Is it grapes?
That's correct. Right, next picture. Draw a big circle. Inside the big circle, draw a slightly smaller circle. Inside the smaller circle, draw lots of lines going from the top to the bottom. Right, now still inside the smaller circle, draw more lines going from the left side to the right side. Okay? Draw a long, thin rectangle sticking out of the side of the big circle. What have you got? Yes, Jess?
Is that a tennis racket?
It is a tennis racket. Game, set, and match. But it's not the end of the game. Next, right, draw a circle. Inside the circle, draw a much smaller circle. Draw a long, thin rectangle attached to the right side of the big circle. Draw a square attached to the bottom edge of this rectangle, and then draw another square attached to the bottom of the rectangle near, but not touching the first one, all right? Chloe, what is it?
A key.
Correct! It is a key. You're very, very good. Right, next question. Draw a small circle. Draw another circle the same size attached to the right of the first circle. So you've got 2 circles. Then draw 5 more circles attached together, making a long line, like a sort of like a chain. And then draw 2 lines sticking out of the top of the first circle. What is it, Easter Bunny?
Is it a caterpillar?
Yes, it's a caterpillar, correct-a-pillar!
Oh, yeah, I got one right!
And the mighty sculpture is complete.
Draw what you hear and shout out when you know what you've drawn.
Okay, Chuckle Chins, all you gotta do is draw what I tell you. And when you think you know what it is you're drawing, just buzz in, hold it up, and shout out. Got it?
Yeah.
And you have as long as it takes the skeleton crew to sell all of their cheap, nasty, fake cuckoo-cuckoo imitation jumpers.
Yeah, me, it's only a $5.
Warning, honey may actually be uber glue.
Super glue?
Let's play!
Okay, pens to pads, folks. Draw a cloud shape. Now draw a black rectangle coming out of the bottom of the cloud. Draw 3 more rectangles the same size coming out of the bottom of the cloud. Bluezette?
Is it a sheep?
Great stuff! Next, draw a tall oval shape, but make one end pointy. Inside the oval, draw a line going from the pointy end to the other end. Draw a diagonal line going from the line down the middle to the left edge of the oval. Now draw 2 more diagonal lines going from the line down the middle to the left edge of the oval. Cuckoo!
Is it a gorgeous silk above the knee off the shoulder dress with ruching and piping around the sleeves, finished off with silver buttons and a bow?
No.
Is it a leaf?
Yes, it is! Well done! Next, draw a square. On top of the square, draw a horizontal line slightly wider than the square. Now draw a curved line connecting the 2 ends of this line, making a semicircle. Inside this semicircle, draw some little circles. What do you think it is, Kezia?
A burger.
Nope. And I wouldn't want to eat that anyways.
The, peas.
Nor that.
Is it a mushroom?
It is! Next, draw an oval shape and make it wider than it is tall. Now draw a horizontal line of circles across the middle of the oval. Outside the oval, draw a semicircle attached to the top edge.
Is it a submarine?
Afraid not, Kezia, but keep going. Inside this semicircle, draw a small circle.
Oh, is it an apple crumble?
It's good, but it's not right.
Is it an alien spaceship?
That's right! How you getting on, guys?
We still out the merchandise.
Okay, next, draw a semicircle with the flat edge facing nearest the bottom of the page. Draw 2 circles next to each other on top of the semicircle. Put a dot in the middle of both these circles. Bluezette, what do you think it is?
I've forgotten the name again.
Well, that's kind of the game, Bluezette. Kezia?
Is it a frog?
Correctastic! Next, draw a fairly big circle. Now draw another circle the same size attached to the right side of the first one. Draw a dot in the middle of both circles. Draw a triangle sticking out of the bottom edge where the 2 circles join, with the point facing downwards. Bluezette?
Is it a bird?
Yes, it is! And that's... with the all-out pirate man in it. Arr! The end of the round!
No, don't buy those cheap knockoffs. They're not cuckoo originals. Hey, magician man. Give me some balloons. I want a balloony atmosphere, a balloon sophistication, so people will buy my clothes. You hear? Balloons!
I cannot see the connection, but
Okay. Abracadoodo. Hey, not baboons, balloons! Oh. They're stuck to those horrible imitation jumpers, and the fur does not go with the blue. C'est terrible.
Oh, aye, the colour clash is the worst of my problems.
Okay, pencil pushers, let's play! Hooray! Draw a wide rectangle and make the ends of it rounded. Breadzilla.
Is it a sausage?
No. Above this shape, draw a flattened semicircle with the flat bit attached to the top edge of your first shape. Now, draw another flattened semicircle with the flat edge attached to the bottom edge of your first shape. And inside that first shape, draw a zigzaggy line. Bethany.
Hot dog.
That's right, you're on the board.
Oh, man, I should have got that one.
Next question, picture pals. Draw a small circle. Now draw a straight line going up, attached to the right side of the circle. Nedley.
A music note.
Ta-da! Correct! It is a music note. Nice picture.
Whatever I do it better than anyone else in the world ever.
Okay. Well, you know, Nedley, there's something familiar about you. Something about your mustache.
It looks like a rabbit's growing on your nose.
Right now, let's see how we're doing for time. We're about halfway there, everybody, so next question. Draw a medium-sized circle. Outside this circle, draw a flattened oval attached to the bottom right side of the circle. Inside this oval, draw 3 diagonal lines going from one side to the other. Still inside the oval, draw 3 diagonal lines going the other way, creating a crisscross pattern. Will.
Is it an ice cream cone?
Looks like you drew it with your eyes closed.
No, Will, it's not an ice cream cone, but nice try, so let's keep going. Attached to the top left of the circle, draw another oval. Make it a bit smaller than the circle. Now, inside this oval, near the bottom, draw a square, and draw a vertical line down the middle of the square. Now draw a small black circle above this square. Now draw 2 eyes inside the smaller circle. Yes, Nedley?
Is it a beaver?
Wow! Yes, it is! Nice job! Next question. Draw a big square with a smaller square on top. Inside the smaller square, near the bottom, draw 2 horizontal lines. In between these 2 lines, draw lots of little vertical lines. Over to you, Will.
Is it a suitcase?
No, sirree. It's not a suitcase. We'll keep going. In the top half of the smaller square shape, draw 2 small squares next to each other. Breadzilla.
Box of sausages on top of another box? Of sausages on top of another box?
No. Now draw 2 rectangles sticking out of the bottom of the big square. Bethany, can you get it?
A robot.
Yes, it is a robot.